Tim Moore, Motorsports Today, coming at you here from the beautiful woods and farmlands of Lime Rock Park. It's a spectacular Saturday, though it is important to note rain may be in the forecast, so we shall see. But right behind us right now, it's Craftsman Truck Series qualifying for the Leona 150, and I'm joined alongside Colin Ward. And Colin, it's going to be exciting. It's going to be electric. Craftsman Truck Series, ARCA Art Series main eventing today. What are your expectations, first off, for the truck race?
Yeah, Tim, I mean, as a motorsports fan, this is an amazing day. We got trucks here. We've got ARCA here in Lime Rock. And then tonight, we got to hightail it home to make it to the Cup race and watch that one on TV. But this is absolutely electric, Tim. You use that word electric, and I agree. We have tens of thousands of people packed into this track that hasn't seen a NASCAR event like this in years. This is the biggest event to happen here in years, and I came here last year for the IROC race, and I took one good look around when I came out of the media center, and I sent you and everybody else at Motorsports Today a text. You remember what that text said?
Was it that it's going to be electric?
Well, it's going to be electric, but I said that this place is good for a truck race. And here we are almost 1 year later, probably exactly 1 year later, for a truck race. So I had the vision, Tim, and now it's being put into fruition today.
Before we talk about the ARCA Menard Series, for me, Brent Cruz, the Trans Am experience, he should be exciting here. But of course, Jordan Taylor, Rodney Sandstorm, whatever you like to call him, he has wins here in dating back to 2021. I think his last win was here. But 2023 was the last time he raced here at Lime Rock Park in his IMSA experience. Who do you expect to stand out today in the truck series?
Well, you know who else has a lot of wins here? His teammate Thomas Annunziata, and he loves this place. He's got 2 races today. Not crazy to say he's probably going to win one of them. At least I would bet on it. And I also don't think Cam Waters spoke enough in practice. I think he's going to make some noise today as well.
Yeah, and of course, Caden Honeycutt, I saw him on iRacing as well this week, and boy, oh boy, I'll tell you what, there's some times where you can look at the sim and say he's going to be fast. Caden Honeycutt as well, fastest, or second fastest, I think it was in practice. He should be fast as well. And Thomas Annunziata, you mentioned him, he'll be on pole for the ARCA race. But stick right here with us on Motorsports Today all Saturday long. We're going to have coverage here from you from start to finish.
Corey Heim was dominant from the start, leading every lap but one, had some challengers in Lane Riggs and Jordan Taylor, who were both collected in some trouble in a late race restart, which opened the door for drivers like Ben Rhodes and Cam Waters to sneak into the top 5, but nobody was stopping Heim, who got his 5th win and continued to add to his truck legacy.
Tim Moore, Motorsports Today, congrats on the win, Corey. When you look at it now, you're 10th all time in the Truck Series win close. You were a restart, or to jump away on the restart from being the 6th driver in Truck Series history to lead every single lap of the truck race other than Mike Skinner and on pole day. Just obviously one of your goals to be in the Truck Series, but how important is it for you to leave a legacy here in the Truck Series and continue putting on this great performance to get that championship that you want?
Yeah, that's a good question. I feel like with the opportunity that's been presented with me, with this team and, having what I feel is the best team in the series, best organization in the series, and knowing that I have that support around me, makes me want to go out and gives me more, I wouldn't say more pressure, but just more determination internally to go out and make sure I take advantage of that. It's not every day. 90% of drivers, I feel like, still in a blind dart. Never find a team that's maybe the right fit for them or just the right situation. And I feel like I've got everyone around me doing the right things and putting me in the right spot. So I don't want to look back 5 years from now and be like, damn, we could have done this better, should have taken better advantage of the opportunity. I just want to make sure I capitalize on it and can look back in the future and say, like, okay, I did exactly what I needed to do to take advantage of that.
Then it was on to the ARCA Series, a race that wasn't nearly as tame as trucks and also had 10 lead changes. With some road course ringers in the field, it was up to maximizing days for the points contenders, including Brendan Butterbean Queen, who did exactly that in his road course debut, finishing 4th and remaining atop the ARCA standings.
Man, what a day. We ran second right there till I messed up with 2 to go and went off track, but just a rookie mistake that if I get that chance again, I'll be ready for it. But super happy with how I ran today. I was probably more nervous for a race than I have been in a while just because I don't have any road experience at all. So just try to stay on track all day. I did that till 2 to go. And honestly, I wish that would have happened early in the race and not 2 to go, but just made that one mistake there. But a lot to build on, a lot to learn from, and super proud of everybody with Chevrolet and Pinnacle Racing, Josh Wise and everybody back at Chevy that helped me prepare. And I'm mad about my mistake, but that's on me, So we were just a little too free there at the end, and not saying that caused what I did there, but just solid day, really.
And right after that halftime break, you guys shot to the lead there very briefly. Just kind of bring me through how that feels for you. Obviously, you mentioned that lack of road course experience. Does that make you feel a little bit better? Obviously, you come home to the top 5 and another good points day.
Yeah, I don't think I got to lead. I think the highest I got was second, but close enough to sniff it, right? So just super confidence in this team. They had Zilich in this thing last year and crushed them, so the difference was they took the driver out, but I don't have any road experience. So I told everybody, like, when I was 15, road racing wasn't talked about, so I missed the wave of Trans Ams and stuff, and I just was a late mile guy. And then when I got about 23, they're like, oh, you should have been road course racing, so I kind of missed that one.
So looking at it now, moving forward, obviously, again, another great points day. But I do want to ask, moving forward here on the schedule, because you guys continue to be in the mix. Last time I talked to you was at Kansas, where you guys came home in victory lane. Do you feel stronger now at this point of the season than what you felt back at Kansas? And how do you feel about the title moving forward?
Yeah, nothing's over till it's over, but felt good to get one of the weaker tracks for me out of the way and now go back to some ovals and got a little bit of breathing room till Watkins Glen, but just ready to try to get back on attack and get back to victory lane where this 28 crew belongs. We haven't had a waffle in a couple races now, so we're getting hungry.
With Thomas Annunziata and Brent Cruz making contact in the opening turn of the race, it opened the door for some others, including road course ringer Alon Day, who ended up second.
The P2 today, first off, bring me through. This is your first ARCA Menard Series race. Just how exciting was it for you to go through the field and so on? Obviously, I know you had to leave it halfway before that mistake, but how fun was it here to come through Lime Rock and battle through the field?
I wanted to pass as less cars as possible. I wanted to not pass cars at all and be in the lead. But again, unfortunately, it was a miscommunication with the team. I thought I should follow the pace car instead of going back into the pit. I feel so bad about that. But anyway, it was fun experience. Going from the back of the field to second place. Hopefully in Sonoma it's going to be better. Start from pole and finish in first. Let's see.
You mentioned Sonoma. How excited are you for that?
After this one, trust me, I'm super excited. I'm pumped.
And one last question, because there's been a lot of talk about Lime Rock. Obviously, it's difficulty to pass throughout today, but just how exciting is this venue, and just how good is it to get to come here to a facility that has so much history in racing?
I have so many laps on the simulator since I'm like 5 years old. So finally be here in Lime Rock, that's an amazing feeling. I have to say that racing here and jumping on that hill, I know, right? It's one of the best experiences I felt, especially passing cars here. It's even better. I wish I could come back here, I don't know, Trans Am, GT, IMSA, whatever. I want to go back here again. Trucks.
Someone who did run the truck race and won this race was Thomas Annunziata, who couldn't get through the field in trucks, but battled his way back to the front in ARCA, a win that was very special for the Northeast kid.
When you look at this track, first off, obviously I know you're from New Jersey and just how historic this place is, but before we talk about your win, I just want to know, how important is it to come here, represent in the Northeast? And I don't know if you consider this to be a home track, but to have races up here and continue to run well, especially on tracks like this here at Lime Rock.
Well, it's very important to me. One, this is one of my favorite tracks, if not my favorite track. The atmosphere is great. It's always colorful here. It's the only race my family ever gets to go to. There's always so many fans here, especially in the Trans Am series. It is the most fans you see over a Trans Am race. For some reason, I'm really good here, and I've actually never won here. Like I've qualified on pole here twice now. I've had 4 different podiums if you include the what's it called, that All-Star race last year. But unfortunately, I lost it last month on the last lap, which sucked, the rain race. And then I won the All-Star race, but then the points changed, and it was actually average finishing position between both races, and I lost that as well. Mm-hmm. So it feels so good to finally win here. 100% podium record at this place, so I just love Lime Rock Park. It's seriously one of the best tracks in the country, and I will continue to come here.
And you kind of just hit on what I was just about to ask, because you have the 4 straight podiums going back to Trans Am. Does it feel bittersweet in a way? Like, are you happy that it happened now as compared to maybe in the Trans Am series?
Oh yeah, I've won Trans Am races before. I've never won a NASCAR ARCA race before, so to get that first win in front of so many fans is exactly what I needed to do. And yeah, I would absolutely wait for this. I mean, of course, I wanted to win the Trans Am one. It probably put us ahead in points right now as well, but it doesn't matter because we'll continue to prevail over the rest of the season. But I've already won Trans Am races before. I've never won this before. It's going to happen at some point, and it did.
Tim Moore, Motorsports Today, wrapping things up here from Lime Rock Park with the C3 Skids post-race show. And boy, oh boy, was it one spectacular Saturday here at Lime Rock Park. Corey Heim was a lap shy from being the 6 Truck Series driver in history to lead a race from start to finish. On the late race restart, Layton Riggs got the better jump, breaking that streak. But at the end of the day, Corey Heim, it didn't matter because not only did he sweep today, picking up his 5th win of the season, as well as his 14th stage win of the year, Corey Heim also ends up moving himself to 10th on the all-time Craftsman Truck Series wins list and ends up continuing his dominance. And with a month coming up where pretty much there's no Truck Series racing, a full month off, I'm pretty sure Corey Heim is going to be full-on focused for the playoffs when we come back to Lucas Oil in about a month's time. However, moving forward, if the ARCA Menard Series, it was the main event here this evening, and boy oh boy did it deliver. The Truck Series was tame, but on lap 1 for the ARCA Menards race, Thomas Annunziata, Brent Cruz, they got together in turn 1, and Annunziata had good bits of damage to his car, but it didn't matter at the end of the day because the story ended up telling itself. Not only did both drivers race each other hard throughout the day, it ended up being the finishing decider as on a late race restart, Brent Cruz got too good of a start restarting second. He ended up getting deemed a jump, having to serve a pass-through, setting the way for Annunziata to pick up his first ARCA Menard Series win, his first NASCAR win overall. In the post-race, Annunziata said how excited he was here to win at Lime Rock Park, that this was his favorite track, and he would not trade a win in the Trans Am Series for what he got here in ARCA in NASCAR, having his first win overall in this series. And I'll say it like this for Thomas Annunziata. A guy from New Jersey, it's good to see Northeast representation to come out here and show dominance. He was determined from start to finish, and he ended up picking up the win. Also throughout the field, Alon Day, he rebounded. He finished second, had a good day. He looks forward to Sonoma, and as well, Butterbean Queen, a solid day as well. He came home 4th. He continues his points lead and a great year. But that's going to wrap things up here from Lime Rock Park. Tim Moore signing off, saying thank you again to C3 Skids, and we look forward to the next one right here on Motorsports Today.